How a true Christian should make money, powerful gospel narration. In a world where money controls decisions, influences behavior, and shapes destinies, many people chase wealth without asking an important question: what does God say about how we should make money? The Bible does not condemn money itself, but it gives clear guidance on how it should be earned, used, and valued. A true Christian does not see money as the ultimate goal of life. Instead, money is a tool, something to be used, not something to be worshipped. The Bible clearly warns that the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. This means that when money takes the place of God in a person's heart, it can lead to destruction, greed, and compromise. The foundation of making money as a believer begins with righteousness. God cares not only about what we have, but how we get it. A true Christian must refuse dishonest gain. This includes fraud, corruption, cheating, exploitation, and any form of injustice. Even if such ways seem fast or profitable, they are not pleasing to God. Instead, the Bible encourages diligence and honest labor. It teaches that those who work faithfully will be rewarded. Whether through business, employment, or skill, a believer is called to work with integrity. This means being truthful, fair, and dependable in all dealings. A true Christian understands that God is the ultimate source of provision. Even when working hard, they do not rely solely on their own strength. They trust God to bless the work of their hands. This mindset removes anxiety and replaces it with peace, knowing that provision comes from above. Another important principle is contentment. The Bible teaches that godliness with contentment is great gain. This means a believer should not be driven by endless desire or comparison with others. It is possible to have little and still be at peace, just as it is possible to have much and still feel empty. True wealth begins in the heart, not in the bank account. Generosity is also a key part of how a Christian handles money. A true believer does not only focus on receiving but also on giving. The Bible teaches that it is more blessed to give than to receive. Giving to those in need, supporting the work of God, and helping others are all part of a faithful life. This does not mean a Christian should be careless with money. Wisdom is required. The Bible encourages planning, saving, and managing resources properly. It warns against wastefulness and unnecessary debt. A wise believer thinks about the future and prepares, while still trusting God. There is also the principle of stewardship. Everything a Christian has ultimately belongs to God. Money, time, skills, and opportunities are all entrusted by Him. A true believer sees themselves as a manager, not the owner. This changes how money is used. It becomes something to honor God with, not just something to spend on personal desires. A Christian must also guard their heart against greed. Greed can be subtle. It can appear as ambition, but its root is a desire for more at any cost. The Bible warns that what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? This reminds believers that spiritual life is more valuable than material success. Patience is another important principle. In today's fast-paced world, many want quick money. But the Bible teaches that wealth gained hastily will not last, while steady and honest growth brings lasting results. A true Christian is willing to grow step by step, trusting God's timing. Faith also plays a major role. There may be seasons when money is limited, and things seem difficult. During such times, a believer does not lose hope. They continue to trust God, remain faithful, and keep working diligently. The Bible assures that God will supply all needs according to His riches. It is also important for a Christian to avoid idleness. Laziness is discouraged in Scripture. A true believer is encouraged to be active, productive, and responsible. Work is not a curse, it is part of God's design. Through work, people create value, serve others, and fulfill purpose. Another key truth is that money should never replace God. Some people start well but lose their way when wealth increases. A true Christian remains humble, remembering that everything they have is by God's grace. They continue to pray, seek God, and put Him first in all things. A believer should also use money to make a positive impact. Beyond personal needs, money can be used to change lives, helping the poor, supporting families, building communities, and spreading the message of hope. This gives money eternal value beyond temporary satisfaction. Finally, a true Christian understands that life is not measured by possessions. At the end of life, Material things will be left behind. What matters is how one lived, how one served God, and how one impacted others. So, how should a true Christian make money? With honesty, not deceit. With diligence, not laziness. With contentment, not greed. With faith, not fear. With generosity, not selfishness. Money is not evil, but the way it is pursued can either honor God or dishonor Him. A true Christian chooses the path that pleases God, even if it is slower, harder, or less popular. Because in the end, it is not just about making money, it is about making it the right way, for the right purpose, and with the right heart. And when money is handled God's way, it becomes not just a resource, but a blessing.